Hi, welcome to Money Making Conversation. I'm your host, Rashawn McDonald. Each Money Making Conversation talk show is about entrepreneurship and entertainment. I provide the consumer and business owner access to celebrities, CEOs, entrepreneurs, and industry decision makers. It is important to understand that everybody travels a different path to success. That's because your brand is different. The challenges you face in your life are different. So stop reading other people's success stories and start writing your own. Now, you can be motivated by their successes because their stories can offer you direction and help you reach your goals through your planning and your committed effort. The Money Making Conversation interviews provide relatable information to the listener about career and financial planning, entrepreneurship, small business ownership, motivation, leadership, overcoming the odds, and how to live a balanced life. As I set that up, it's time to introduce my next guest. My next guest is one of the pioneers of the natural hair market, which is very important to understand how it has exploded. She founded the award-winning hair care brand Curls, that's Cruls. Frustrated with the lack of products for natural curly hair, she worked to develop effective and eco-conscious products for material designed for naturally curly hair. Curls is an award-winning leading in the early business of curly hair design. Please welcome to Money Making Conversations, my friend, television personality, author, business advocate, and founder of Curls, as well as the CEO, Mahisha Dellinger.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, I always got to get all that good stuff out about you, Mahisha.
You got a long list of things there. Sounds impressive.
It's just a statement about who you are. That you are a versatile person, and I always talk about follow your gifts, follow your passions, but it's not always just one gift. It's not always just one passion. And let's talk about how you are able to multitask these different lanes that are opening up for you every day, sometimes simultaneously. How do you navigate that?
Very, very good question. And it is really, truly all about having the right team in place because I could not literally do all of what I do without a good team. And the team starts at home. So my mate, obviously, we got to choose your mates wisely. They can either help you or hurt you, but also the team that you hire to work with you. I have an amazing set of dedicated business people who work alongside me. So that's how I'm able to do it all.
Like I always remember, so I always tell people some of my stories. When I started my comedy club, back in Houston, Texas, I was surrounded by my family members, and first they was doing it for free, and then they started seeing a couple of checks come through the door, and they went, "Hey, we like to get a little check too," which I didn't budget for. I didn't budget for the money that they wanted to stand at the door, to take the tickets, the little things I thought took for granted in the relationship. And so as you started to build your brand Curls, I'm sure there was some situation that came up where you didn't expect to be part of your budget. And that's important for people to understand that when you start a business, and that's just me just making a statement, and I would love for you to respond to what I'm saying. How do you really put together that budget that you're trying to do when you are launching a business or starting to do the budget planning part?
That's very important. Yeah, budget planning is important because if you don't have all your costs and know what you're going to spend, you can easily lose your shirt. So I think most importantly, you need to get someone in your life that can mentor you in the space that you're in because they can help you see those unforeseen costs that you don't know about. So that was one of the things I did early on, got a mentor that was actually in the haircare industry, and he worked for one of the big consumer product goods companies, and he helped me a lot. So I was able to, number one, save in areas because he connected me to different people in his world, but he was also able to show me what to expect and what not to expect and help me with my budgeting. So that's very critical, especially as you start up.
You can't have, as they say, you can't have this inflated sense of I make a dollar, I keep a dollar. I keep the dollar that I make because it has to be divvied up into a lot of different ways. How big is your company right now as far as staff-wise?
Well, we have over 250 Curls ambassadors.
Wow.
And then we all over the U.S. and some international. And then we have 20 in our local office.
Wow.
And we're here in Dallas, Texas.
And that's really, really amazing. So in 2002, you started the company. But prior to that, what was the frustration of just having natural hair and not having any products to deal with it before you launched the brand called Curls, which is a great name, by the way.
Right. Well, that was back before, we had a lot of options. I mean, the ethnic aisle back then was really had Jerry Cole products,
right.
relaxers, hair grease, like nothing I really wanted.
Mahisha,
trying to embrace my
Jerry Curl products. Now, you going way back now.
Yeah, they were still on the market, and you can actually still find some today, believe it or not. But yeah, think about the Soft Sheen and Carefree Curl, and so
yes.
I mean, that's what I had to use for a while,
right.
But it was so greasy and unnatural.
But then when we look through the journey of Mahisha Dellinger, the whole concept of, but you are a person, just a basic person, because you are a former marketing executive at a Fortune 500 company. So you always had that ability to, plan, to be able to, put an idea, concept moving forward, because marketing was your natural background. So
correct.
So I'm assuming that you started putting the plans in place for Curls while you were still at your full-time job.
Yeah, that is correct. I had to. I always mentor and suggest. When I mentor, I suggest and recommend that you keep your day job until your side hustle becomes your main hustle, and you can no longer do both.
Right.
So because you have to keep money in. People want to just quit their jobs and go in all feet forward. I feel like that's great, but awesome and a lot of faith, but it's not practical in some senses, especially if you have responsibilities like children. I was a mother. So
right.
I always suggest doing both until you can't do both anymore. And you have a long history of success in the business that shows you can actually maintain and live off of that and still reinvest back in the company. Because if you're just living on the salary but can't reinvest anything back into the company, then that obviously will keep you still stagnant.
Right. And let everybody know, launched in 2002, Curls, a line of organic hair care products for every type of curl at any age. And you can never look back because of the opportunities that is presented, not only for people who have been trying to find natural hair care products, but also for people who have find a comfort zone. And also it's changed the way people can come to work now. We've seen such a movement in natural hair care, because at times, people are fighting. I know right now in Georgia, they're passing laws that you can't discriminate based on hair anymore. And so,
isn't that ridiculous that we have to have a law to state that? Like, what goes out of my head, I have to be protected against discrimination the way it grows naturally. That's just crazy to me.
Well, we can get upset about it, but I think that I also know that, because you have products like yours that make the caring of the hair, the making it more manageable and more, because the thing about life is that people who don't understand will discriminate. People who can't relate will discriminate. And so when I commend a company like yours, I can be frustrated by the way the system reacts to us. When I say react to us, I mean people of color or people who are different or people who talk different or have gender differences. But I also know that you have to work within the system to be able to achieve success. And that's what your company is doing. And I have to say that, you were a visionary. This is 2002. And I know now, how popular, we have conventions now that are just natural hair care conventions.
Yes.
And so that didn't happen in 2002, Mahisha. It was you had to say,
right.
you created a movement. And I'm saying that, sometimes people like you who are so talented, who are just geared to being successful, this is a deep breath moment. Hey, my dear, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sitting down.
Yeah, that's so sweet.
Thank you for sitting down. Thank you for avoiding the naysayers. Thank you for saying, "Hey, I can leave this company. I know it's not a clear plan for success." Because I always talk about people who are tied to fear. There's so many people out there doing jobs and that they don't want to do because they're afraid if they get out there they lose that comfort zone, that consistent check or that consistent opportunity. But you, my friend, decided that, hey, I can do more. I can be better. I have a vision here. And to make that transition from corporate to everyday entrepreneur was not an easy one. Can you explain that to my listeners?
Yeah, well, it definitely wasn't easy, but what in life that's worth anything is easy. I don't think anything is. And so being broke, is that easy? No. So choose your heart,
Right.
Choose your heart. we can choose what we want to do in our lives. We have the choice.
Yes.
And I left corporate America because I was faced with corporate racism, which really shortened my ability to get to the top. I really wanted to go to the top quickly, and they really cut that in half. Of like, okay, no, we don't want to do. We're not looking to promote you. We're not looking to grow you. You're going to be in this position. People that were hired after me got promoted before me.
Right.
Then I got a racist manager who was looking to get rid of me. I realized, okay, this is just not for me. I don't have the patience for this, for someone to dictate my life. And that is why I'm here where I am today. But I want to say that anything that's worth having is going to be hard. And so I chose this hard.
Now, that whole natural instinct of marketing and branding and getting your product out there. Tell us how they can get your product.
Well, almost anywhere. So Target. You can find curls at Target near you. Sally's, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Walmart. Curls.biz or even local beauty supply store.
Do you ever go in there? Like I teased you early on, I walk in there, because I shop at Walgreens. I shop in CVS a lot and stuff like that. Sometimes I'm just going and getting some medicine in the pharmacy department and I walk by and I see your product and I just, does it still just, you look at it and go, wow, this is mine. Does that still strike you as an amazing moment in your life?
That I get that question sometimes, and I'm a little bit embarrassed by the response, but it's really true. I don't stop to smell the roses. When I see the products on the shelf, I don't go, oh my God, that's so amazing. Oh, I'm so proud, which I should. But I go more. I think about what I have to still do. We have to work on this, I have to do that, and oh my God, got to figure this, fix that, and so it's constantly a moving target.
Okay, cool.
And so I do need to stop to smell the roses and appreciate that. But honestly, I am just moving and moving and moving.
Well, do you have these testimonies where people talk about how, growing their hair or the loss of hair loss affects their, just affects their dignity, affects their confidence, and how this process is going to change their life or is affecting their life in such a positive manner, going out in public, dating, socializing. Do you have that part of the campaign as well?
Well, we do. We highlight those whenever we get them in. But there are a lot of women, obviously, who deal with alopecia.
Yes,
women who deal with hair loss from hormonal changes, especially post-pregnancy, all the different medication, health issues beyond just aging. There are other things that can cause hair growth issues and lack of self-esteem. Our hair is our crown and glory. So, yes, whenever we get those, we definitely highlight them.
Right, and because I think that's important because that's natural. They're honest because we are in the business to make money. We are in the business to make money. But when you create something or create a format that also changes lives and makes people, gives them confidence and make them feel positive about how they open the front door and how people look at them, I think that needs to also be highlighted. And that's what you're doing with the Grow and Slay campaign, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, there was something I wanted to bring up as well. It was that in 2019, you launched this Black Girls Making Millions Academy.
Yeah.
That to educate and uplift aspiring female entrepreneurs. Why and what can I do to help promote that?
Well, thank you, because as soon as we launch the next one, we'll definitely circle back so you can help promote it. But we launched that after I wrapped my show on OWN,
yes, ma'am.
Mind Your Business with Mahisha, and we're helping women of color achieve success. And so at the show wrapped, I got lots of requests to do one-on-one mentorship, which I obviously didn't have the time to do every one individually.
Right.
So I created this academy to help women of color that are in different phases of entrepreneurial path, from starting up to in a business already, but looking to grow it, and then those needing funding. We had 3 different tracks, and we created a path for them, connected them with the resources, had a lot of breakout sessions, workshops, conferences. We had evening activities, and it was just amazing. It was amazing. We sold out. We turned the switch on and sold out tickets in 30 minutes. So we knew that it was definitely something that was going to be impactful, and it was extremely impactful.
She's the founder, CEO of Curls, Grow and Slay campaign. And my friend, you owe me a lot of. I'm gonna put you to work as usual when you come on Money Making Conversation, because the work I do for you is about promoting your brand, because you're such a positive, you're such a role model, you're such a leader in the industry that they called for it to be started, and you saw the vision to start it in 2002 in natural hair care products. Again, always come on my show knowing that you have a friend in Rushion McDonald, and keep listening to Money Making Conversations. Okay.
Of course.
Hi. If you want to hear more interviews on Money Making Conversation, go to moneymakingconversation.com. I'm Rushion McDonald.